Good morning, students. Welcome back, students. Today I am going to discuss about the chapter Challenges of Cultural Diversity. From the chapter, first we will discuss about community identity. Community identity means a group of people who are together due to infrastructure, due to resources and facilities. Most of the time, community identity is ascribed status and you learn to love them. It can also be achieved, but it is very individualistic. So, community identity is universal as it is present everywhere, every religion or every regions in our country. So, the term of or the means of mother tongue or culture, values, beliefs, etc. are known as your community identity. When two countries or groups are in conflict with each other, very rarely does one country or group accept they are wrong, even though either both are wrong or one is wrong. So, students, what do you mean by the community identity? A group of people who are together due to infrastructure, resources, facilities. And most of the community identity is ascribed status. You can learn to love them. Okay, that is known as community identity. Maybe your mother tongue, maybe your religion, maybe your community style or status, everything is included in community identity. Our next point as per book, that is nations. I hope all of you knows about nation. A nation is a short or large scale community. Nation is also known as community. It is a community of communities. Members of a nation share the desire to be a part of the same political collectivity. The desire for political unity usually expresses itself as the aspirations to form a state. That is known as nation. So, what is nation? A nation is a peculiar sort of community that is easily to describe but hard to define. It is hard to come up with any defining feature, any characteristics that a nation must possess. Okay, now state. State, what do you mean by the state? Very not naturally, it is the most general sense. The term state refers to an abstract entity consisting of a set of political, legal institutions claiming control over a particular geographical territory and the people living in it. According to Max Weber, well-known definition, a state is a body that successfully claims a monopoly of legitimate force in a particular territory. So what I said, in Max Weber theory or the Max Weber definitions, he said that state is a body that successfully claims a monopoly of legitimate force in a particular theory. That is known as state. Actually, state is related to nation. There are many nations that do not share a single common language, religion, ethnicity, and so on. On the other hand, there are many languages, religions, or ethnicities that are shared across nation. So, it's a example. Now, nation and the multiple state. A nation with a multiple state. What is that? In today's world, we believe in one nation, one state. Yes, we want it really. Like USSR Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, it was a nation, state, but had many countries which had their own culture and state nation since the government is uh, counted the people were not able to voice their opinions. Okay, and broke up in 1991. Due to citizenship of Israelis in USA, US has given citizenship to these Jews only in the US, only if born and brought up. No person except them can get dual citizenship. Understood? Now, policies and accommodate cultural diversity. You have to know it. Policy of assimilation. Now, assimilation means where everybody decides to follow one norms. Where everybody decides to follow one norm, one belief, and one culture and common value. The whole country follows the majority as they are more powerful. This is for convenience sake and unity of the country. For example, in India, Hindus are majority and there are so many festivals as compared to the festivals of the Christian, Parsis, etc. Now, integration. What do you mean by integration? Integration means when all people follow national culture or pattern in public life and keep all non-material cultures in private life. What I said? All people follow national culture or pattern in public life and keep all non-material culture in private life. For example, can anyone tell me? Yes, Jana Gana Mana is national, but Vande Mataram would be non-national. Like that. Because of community identities can act as a basis for nation formation. The already existing state view them as the dangerous rivals. For example, Khalistan Sikh community wanted a separate nation. Therefore, states tend to favor a single homogeneous national identity in order to have unity and togetherness. But this does not mean we should suppress the identity of the minority, as it can lead to revolts and there will be no unity. By suppressing the non-national culture of minorities and the smaller section, it can lead to problems, and instead of unity, the country will divide. The norms and rules will be destroyed. Thus, the government allows people to maintain cultural differences in order to have peace and harmony in the country. Understood? So, students, you have to remember all the terms like the assimilations, uh, like nation, state, integration, like this. So, you have to remember all these things. Okay. Now, my next point is regionalism. Regionalism is connected with the diverse culture, language, regions, caste, tribe present in our country. Language help in strengthening of India's unity. After independence, we decided to follow the same pattern of the British leading presidencies. Like Bombay, Madras, Calcutta, people spoke Malayalam. State people, they spoke Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, different languages under one state. So the country was divided on the basis of language. Under the Nehru, he was apprehensive either, but after a thought, the decision was good because of Vallabhbhai Patel, Home Minister. Actually, language is a binding force, would bring about efficient communication, unity, state boards, educational purposes, could spread love for language. When the Madras state was formed, Telugu people were unhappy as Tamilians were given more important posts and were dominant. Thus, they rebelled for separate state. Okay, so regionalism means regionalism is the expression of a common sense of identity and purpose combined with the creation and implementation of institutions that express a particular identity and shape collective action within a geographical region. Regionalism is one of the three uh, constituents of the international commercial system. Actually, regionalism, uh, what are the characteristics or the criteria of regionalism? Regionalism refers to texts that concentrate heavily on specific unique feature of a certain region, including language, including custom, tradition, topography, history, and character. It focuses on the formal and informal, analyzing the attitudes characters have toward one another and their community as a whole. That is known as the regionalism. So students, I hope you understood what do you mean by the regionalism. In the chapter we got many terms. So students, you have to remember all these things because different kinds of short and the broad types of questions may come from that types of topics. Now the next thing is the policy integration. Policy integration, I already told, that is the policy of assimilation and the policy of integration. So what do you mean by the policy of assimilation? You may face the questions. Write down a short note about India's policy of assimilation. So policy of assimilation means where everybody decide to follow one norms. You have to remember that one, that everybody decide to follow one norm, one belief and one culture and common value. The whole country follows the majority as they are more powerful. This is for companionship and unity of the country. As I told that in India, Hindus are the majority and there are so many festivals as compared to the festivals of the Christian and the Muslims. Right? Next, you can say that the policy of integration. What is this? All people follow a natural culture or pattern in public life and keep all non-material cultures in private life. Already I told that like Jana Gana Mana is national, but Vande Mataram would not be non-national because community identity can act as a basis for nation formation. The already existing states view them as dangerous rivals. That Khalistan Sheikh community, they wanted a separate nation. It's an example. Therefore, states tend to favor a single homogeneous national identity in order to have unity and togetherness. But this does not mean we should suppress the identity of the minority, as they can lead to revolts and there will be no unity. By suppressing non-national culture of minorities or smaller section, it can lead to problems. Thus, the government allows people to maintain cultural differences in order to have peace and harmony in the country. Okay, understood now. Next thing is that is nation state. Nation state and relationship with community identity. The topic is how the nation state is related with the community. Okay. The Indian case, I am going to discuss in the aspects of the viewpoint from of India. In India, Indian case fits neither the assimilalist or the integrationalist model. From its very beginning, the independent Indian state has rolled out and assimilalist model. However, the demand of such a model has been expressed by some sections of the dominant Hindu community. So, although national integration is a constant theme in state policy, India has been integrationalist. So, on the whole, India can be considered a good example of a state nation, though it is not entirely free from the problems common to nation state. Okay? Now I am going to discuss about the issues. Issues like the majority and the minority. Majority and minority in sociology, first of all, it is connected with religion. Majority of any religion are those who are numerically weaker as compared to majorities. Can anyone can give me example? Yes, in India, Hindus are majority class. 81% above Hindus. Next things you have to remember, that is inclusive nationalism and exclusive nationalism. What is this? When all religions work together for one cause, benefit of the country, to create unity in diversity. It recognizes uh, diversity is present, but in spite of the diversity, we come together. We try to do away with discrimination and create a democratic setup. It's a view of inclusive nationalism. On the opposite hand, exclusive nationalism. What does it mean? When each regions does what in their point of view will benefit the country. The best way for the country to be progressive is by including inclusive. Reasoning in the constitution where all sections of society, including minority, are taken care of. That's why the Constituent Assembly tried to include social, political, economic justice when the constitutions was drafted. Now the point is minority. Minority actually they are numerically weaker and their needs are not taken care of. But now they are getting different kinds of government provisions and opportunities. Actually, they do not have a say in many matters. They have less opportunities in comparison to the majority. Minorities are often discriminated against. There is a fear of insecurity and they feel that they are at a disadvantage as they are a smaller group. All minorities have a sense of collective belonging, togetherness, and they are always together to protect their rights. They have a sense of loyalty toward their nation. So students, you understood who are the minorities? Minorities, as I told earlier, that now the government has given lots of benefits and opportunities to them. Like in election, it is very easy for the political parties to convert the numerical majority into political power. Minorities are a risk and are variable. Thus, a minority bloc takes place. At times, they have to give up their identity to save their position. All religions have the freedom to practice, preach, and profess their religion. In Article 29 and Article 30 are for protection of the minorities. All religious community can start an educational institution. All facilities that are given to other minorities should also be given to the minorities. No religion should be imposed on a person because it will affect national unity. We believe in unity in diversity. Every country has minorities. In Europe also, Christians are minority class, whereas Hindus, Sikhs and the Jews are minorities. So students, today this much only. Next video I will discuss about the communalism. Before communalism, you have to go through the chapters. Please read out the whole chapter so you can clear your ideas. Okay, thank you everyone.